Alrighty, we are heading back out to that site. I've switched ships since we have a wormhole with hostiles coming through, and I want to finish the site. So I switched into a Vexor, and hello all. I switched into a Vexor that is much cheaper, 35 million, and can you know, if there's a loss, there's a loss. So, yeah. So, all right, let's head back out to the site.
Drive active.
Greetings back to Russia.
A Keek Tuck just followed.
Keek Tuck, welcome.
Welcome to the Dragons.
BMW_forever just followed.
BMW forever, thank you for the follow. Alright. Now let's see if we can maintain an orbit here. These sites have become so tricky. Wait, why is this one so far out? He's 140 out. What's up with that?
To the Dragons.
Home Croc_ just followed.
Croc.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Mescalino 1812 just followed.
Scalino, thank you for the follow.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Evol 686 just followed.
Evol, welcome. All right, let's see if we can start doing this now. I'm a little worried
Welcome to the Dragons.
With this site
88 just followed.
that I can be really running into stuff that you can't.
Welcome to the Dragons.
You can't target.
Just followed.
So I might have to, do a smaller orbit or something, but the longer orbit keeps me safer because I've got I'm able to keep more speed, and part of this ship is speed tank. So Rod and Testbulia, thank you for the follows. Now this other one, he is way out there. I don't know how he got so far out. Did he just start wandering off in whatever direction? It makes me wonder if the guys who came through the wormhole that were in here were in fact sitting in here and leading him away, and that's how he got that far. So that's why I switched ships, because I am considering the fact that it's very likely that they may come back through that wormhole, and they had Orthruses with Gerstus Dread, Dread Warp Disruptor, and that is I don't know how far they'd be able to disrupt me. Probably at least 50k with that, which means they don't have to be very close. So Roy, I see you converted some points there. I don't know if there's a notice up on the site. I think there's a notice up on the site on Avatar Relics that you can just unlock everything now. They're closing down into the year. So get your stuff now ordered. All right, now let's see here. There's a lot of yellow boxing going on, but let's see how it goes. See if we can get this site done. This is a bit weaker. Let's see, what's the DPS on this? 397, you know, compared to what? 670, 690? Something like that on the Ishtar. But this is much more disposable if those guys pop back through the wormhole. In fact, with the bounty changes, if you are able to collect the ESS payout and the regular bounties, then this ship is paid for by doing just one site, which is great. Let's see here. Probably got an ESS payout. Yeah. 7 million. 11 million in bounty there. 11.8. So the ESS payout didn't get taxed, but this one did. Interesting. And all my daily gold reward taxes got taxed. Oh my. All right. So far, they're not shooting my drones and they're not shooting my ship. Well, they're shooting at my ship. They're just not hitting. This one's still way far out. This is a bug. Revenant, when it was published, some of these started flashing. They mentioned fixing the flashing in some of the sites, but they didn't mention this one, so. It was transporting stuff with a leopard. From Northern Coalition through our territory. He got popped. This fleet here that's in here right now. I think that's Erst.
Welcome to the Dragons.
River underscore in underscore Norway just followed.
We're in Norway. Welcome. I do really like that we can see what wave we're on now and everything. Oh, I see why we have so many viewers today. Lorimirth is live streaming. He's on Twitch front page. How nice. Good. Get to introduce a lot of new people to Eve. Let's bring them in. What have people been doing to avoid the Dreadnought now, aligning out for the last wave? That's a good question. So, was it after Revenant published or just before? I had one spawn, and it killed my ship. It was a cheaper ship though, so didn't bother me that much. I think it was just before. And now these, it's not always a dread that spawns. Sometimes it's a infested carrier, and the carriers I don't think scram. I think it's the dreads that do. So, you know, can you use your propulsion to get away? I don't know. No, it's a good question. Yeah, so I don't know what people are doing. All right, so we have more that warped in, but I got to pull in my drones. Can't have, they're going to get chewed up otherwise. That's the new meta. The new way it works is you have to pull in your drones with each new wave. See? They're getting hit. They already got him into his armor. And I pulled him in right away. Right away. You always wanted to get into this game. So, it's true that a lot of people wash out trying to get into the game, but many of us have tried multiple times and you finally get it, and it works out well. There's just a couple of keys. So yes, there's a lot in here and it can feel overwhelming, but the fact is that you don't have to look at it as the big picture. You can look at it as just what you're doing at the time, and work on learning that. You don't have to try and take in the scope of the whole thing all at once. It won't work, and the reason it won't work,
welcome to the Dragons,
is because
Iris just followed.
Even myself, who's been playing for many years, I don't know everything about the game. And see, that's just an acceptable part of the game, is that you don't know everything about the game. That's just part of how the game is. And that's part of why the game's been around for so long, too. And because nobody has ever mastered everything. It just hasn't happened. You can be really good at multiple areas, but you'll never be really good at all of them. In fact, you won't even know what all the areas are. Even the devs that have been around forever can't tell you everything about the game. They don't know everything. So, but that's why the game's so good too, because you don't know everything, and so if you get bored of something, you just start trying something else, and you find a whole new area of the game to explore. So, Demetrius, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right, one more wave after this.
Dragons have balls of steel.
Victor Vaughn.
Victorvan just subscribed.
Right. 46 months. About 1,380 gold to everybody here in your honor. And see what Dolly's thinking of your Twitch avatar this morning. So, Lord X-Ray, yeah, our fits still work fine. It's just you have to pull in your drones all the time. Victor Vaughn, look at that. You've got some nice magic going on there, and that's like one hell of an evil raven as a pet. I will put that up into Discord chat for you. And so grab that for a copy for yourself if you want it. Thank you for the support, buddy. Much appreciated. Yeah, Spongy John says, also on top of that, if you're into EVE, it is a PvP game. There's no safe space. There's safer space, but there's no 100% safe space. And then he says, chase fun per hour, not ISK per hour. Exactly. Obviously, you need to make money in the game to fund ships and stuff like that. But if you chase fun and things that are fun that progress you towards making more ISK in the game, then you're good to go. You just live within those means instead of trying to min-max, minimum amount of time for maximum ISK. That it's fun for testing out, for learning, what pays better and everything, but for long term it gets boring because it turns into a job. So new PC, I'm still working on it. I might do couple more episodes tomorrow live of the build on it. I do need to get it done. All right, last two, next wave will appear. The waves have been appearing before the last rat is done too, which is an old behavior that went away right when Revenant came in, and now it's back. That's why I wanted to, when they said that they updated how the rats warp in, that's why I wanted to, look at this again to see whether or not more changes have been made, because many of the changes that were made when Revenant came in just were not documented. And in fact, the devs said that many of them were unintended, which is part of the nature of when we say that the devs don't know everything about the game. Oh yes, third thing, EVE is a slow burn, don't rush anything. Yeah. Yep. Not much instant gratification in EVE. It's like every victory, you earned it, so you savor it. Or X-ray. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Be getting it fired up in the next few days. So EVE is a real low-key, top-tier simulation game. Well, it is. It's sandbox. It's not. Oh, we just. No, here comes the last wave. It's more on the arcade side than it is on the simulation side, but a lot of what's in here is based on like real physics. Taken to a level of what would they be like if we were doing this in space. So there's, it's not full reality, obviously. Right, they are all red boxing me. My shield alarm's gonna go off. I'm an armor ship. It's fine. That wasn't yours. It's not reality? Yeah, not. It's more like a game of chess without a timer. You can take as long as you want on your next move. I mean, maybe you'll feel forced a little bit in some areas, especially if you're in a fight with another player. And then obviously you have to respond and take care of that immediately. But otherwise, you get to take as much time as you want to figure out your next moves. And then for the most part, nobody can pressure you on that. Maybe it's more of a social sandbox than a game. Well, there is quite a social aspect to it, but it also is. And you guys see how I play on the show. This is how I do it. I play typically not in groups. I typically make my own groups. They're all my characters and stuff. I do some stuff with groups from time to time, but you don't have to, be part of big fleets or whatnot to have fun. So I rather enjoy what I do. And if I get bored with something, I start looking for something new, and I always find something new. And I always end up learning things that I never knew about the game, even though I've been here a long time. Still have this one way out here. Might have to go out and get him. And I didn't see any. There's no loot. Nothing special. These do pay pretty good, 1.7 and 1.6. So pay on them's pretty good. So Nabby used to play previously, and nullsec and lowsec's a bit intimidating. So what's interesting is that if you get into a nullsec corp, lowsec is probably some of the most dangerous space. If you get into a nullsec corp, for how much you can make in earnings for stuff that you're doing and how often you die, it can be considered safer than high sec space. And so in many ways, people will tell you that nullsec is safer. And you have the safety because you're in a large alliance. Like I'm in a large alliance. I'm in an area where all the systems, probably for at least 3 or 4 jumps around me, maybe even more, are part of our alliance. We have intel channels that tell when stuff is when there's hostiles nearby, and so I then get a heads up that there are people potentially coming, and I can be aligned and ready to warp out. I can pull in my drones. I can just plan on not finishing the site right now and having to come back to it, stuff like that. And there's not like the same type of missioning opportunities in null that there are in high sec, but there is a lot of other stuff like these anomalies, this horde anomaly, which if you do several of them, you can get an escalation, and the escalation will take you to a whole nother type of thing where you can actually make a lot of money. They're hard to do though. They're harder to do, but that's part of the fun of it, So the 50% of the success of any player in the game is, in my opinion, being in a good corp. So if you're in a good corp, they will support you with any questions you've got. They will support you with trying to figure out how to advance yourself. They'll support you with, if you've got issues that you need help with, they'll help you out, and they'll provide opportunities, like they're going to go out and do other stuff that you had never even thought of doing before, and they're going to invite you along. That's a good corp is probably 50% of the success. And there are good corps and bad corps, and it can be hard to find a place that you gel with everybody good. And there's some corps that are very hands-off, and there's some that are very hands-on, depending on what you want. And if you join a corp, don't put all your assets into the corporate hangar. You know, you want to, keep your independence, and you want to, be able to move. So if things aren't, if things are not panning out as you had thought that they were going to with the corp, then you just go join another corp. What obligations you have towards such corp? Okay, so in null here, like in the corp here, the corp that I'm in is pretty relaxed. Pretty relaxed. And we don't always have recruiting open. We do sometimes. And so we're not always accepting new members. But pretty relaxed. We kind of, do our own things and support each other. And there is some requirements, and the requirements primarily are that if there's a couple hours of time you need to spend per month working on the stuff that's for the Alliance, for the Corp. And what that can be is, going out and structure bashing with, taking out an enemy structure, or it can be home defense, or just roaming around looking for hostiles, whatnot. Usually it's entertaining stuff and not totally boring. And so that's in exchange for, call that your rent for living out in this space that has so much protection for you.
_TV just followed.
Kai, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hello, Bask. So you can call that like your rent payment. They won't accept money or other stuff typically, because all of the corporations out here to the Alliance have to submit so much time per character in the Alliance or something like that. There's some sort of formula on that. So there are a couple people that might be exempt from stuff like that. Like, they don't want me on the fleets. And because if I go on the fleets and I'm live on the show, they don't like that. We don't want to give away operational security, but that is
request accepted.
kind of the rule. And see, the thing is too, if you don't like where you're at, you're not having fun, move. Make a change. So some of the corps out here will let anybody in, like in Pandemic Horde. Some of them will just let anybody in, and when that happens, you end up with a lot of spies in that corp or whatnot. And so they can be a little bit of a troublemaker, but that can be a stepping stone to getting into one of the more protected corps. And the more protected corps will do stuff like have an interview on comms with you and ask you some questions, make sure you're a good fit, almost like a job interview, except they're not going to pay you. And you don't have to give up, real life information or whatnot, but they want to know your character history and such. And because they're going to try and gauge whether or not you're a spy. So our corp does a good job of filtering out problems. And so we have access to everything here. But the corps that let everybody in, they have access to maybe about a third of all the resources in here. And but that's a stepping stone. Like, if you don't know somebody that's in one of the protected corps that can, give you a vouch in or whatnot, then that is a stepping stone, because if you spend a few months in one of these other, lesser corps, and you're still there and haven't been kicked out for being dumb or being a spy or anything like that, then typically that's seen as a very good sign to get you in to advance to something bigger. That's just how Pandemic Horde works. Most other alliances don't have kind of any open
Welcome
corps.
to the Dragons.
750322 UB just followed.
So 75, thank you for the follow. So that's kind of how it works. I think most other alliances do not have stuff like that, and some of them have crazy requirements too. So, and if you're being asked for something crazy, say screw that. Just go on, keep looking. So, yeah. I'm right now. I've been talking to our leadership on whether or not we want to open up recruiting and start really growing or not. And I don't know the answer on that yet. You can apply to our corp. I don't know whether or not they have anything open right now or not, though. And it's !corp in chat. So, all right. I have completed that site finally, and I want to undock and see what the ESS is at. I don't know if the other person here, the couple of my other corp mates came in, and I don't know if they are ratting or not. I didn't see them on D-scan anywhere, and I saw one of them in a shuttle. I don't see them here. And what are we at? 8 million. That feels like it might be about right for what I've earned. So,
request accepted.
And did I get that payment before I finished the site? I think maybe I did. Oh, here we got so 1302. Maybe it was right around when I finished it. So let's just say 8 plus 12. So we're at 20, 31, 39. So about 39 million for doing the site.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Eric Ed 1 just followed.
And you can do them in a fit like this, which is 35 million. So I've got a couple million profit. Everything's profit after this. As long as I keep the ship, everything's profit like that. So if I can do 10 sites before I die, I make good money. Let's see here. Get repair quote. Well, I thought I had a damaged drone. Maybe I already repaired it. All right. Everybody cared. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave this guy up here. And let's see what we got here. We've got hostiles in here. We got multiple hostiles. And we've got a neutral. More hostiles. All right, let's see here. So, it's a good PvP ship. We join fleet. See what's happening here. We go. We got somebody asking for help. I might get overwhelmed. I might lose this ship. I don't know how much it's worth. I don't know what. I just joined the fleet, so 239 million. They are way far away from me. Don't know. I don't have micro jump. Can I? It's 95 away. Be 2 away. I'm pretty slow getting in on this.
Warp drive active.
No, let's not warp to him. Yeah, I'm not very fast in this ship. So okay, are all of them leaving? Yep. They all left. Okay. Okay. So I don't know where they went. Love to see me in a wormhole? Well, I go into wormholes from time to time. I don't know where we're going next. I don't know where they went.
Warp drive
Right, well, I'm going to
active.
warp up to the station. Let's see, go next. There's a lot of loot down there. But I'd rather help with the fight than go looting. Addiction. Oh, he's like right out by that. I'm warping to it.
Warp drive active.
See if I can bait him into tackling me. Oh, he just warped away. Damn. He just warped away. Good song for this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. It's called Blow My Ship Up.
Warp drive active.
In the heart of MJ5F9 where the pandemic horde reigns.
That happens to be the system.
Planned a heist so insane. A seasoned capsuleer with danger in his veins. The ESS bank his target, tempting fortune and fame. But in the shadow of the horde, it was more than just a game. A daring thief in a realm where legends are made.
Blow my ship up like the night. Blow my ship up in the fight. Blow my ship up wrong or right. Blow my ship up and tonight. Blow my ship up, watch me burn. Blow my ship up, no return. Blow my ship up, fake discern. Blow my ship up,
Warp
tables
drive
turn.
active.
I'm led the chargers through the night.
And they happen to be down at the
With
SS, which is
that's
what this song's about.
In the local chat, they gave Doc a fright. Surrender now or face your final night. He twisted and turned, dodging beams so bright. In the cruiser's
Here we go.
wake, he tried to make his flight.
Oh shit.
Blow my ship up like the night. Blow my ship up like the night. Blow my ship up in the fight. Blow my ship up wrong or right. Blow my ship up and tonight. Blow my ship up, watch me burn. Blow my ship up, no return. Blow my ship up, fake discern. Blow my ship up, tables turn.
Okay, there's one kill. Here we go with the next one.
No filaments left, no way to escape. Every stargate blockaded, sealing Doc's fate.
No satisfaction for them, he thought in his fate. In the local chat he typed,
My ship you'll not take.
Doc said self-destruct. Feeling his fate, a final act of defiance in the cold boy's embrace. Blow my ship up like the night. Blow my ship up like the night. Blow my ship up in the fight. Blow my ship up wrong or right. Blow my ship up and tonight. Blow my ship up, watch me burn. Blow my ship up, no return. Blow my ship up, fake discern. Blow my ship up, tables turn.
A fool but brave in the Horde's arcade. MJ5F9 returned to its normal parade. The legend of Doc's game has been made. A guilty night where bold moves are weighed. A perfect story of heroes and rogues were made. To all capsuleers, very well played.
All right. We got almost all of them done. There we go. Look at that. How about that? Woo! All right. That was great. That was great. So, let's see here. I survived. All right, let's see if we can, what's going on with these guys out here. Let's see, what all we got in here. Holy shit, look at all that. I mean, I can't pick up all of that. I just don't have the space. So, let's just not pick it up. Let's, get some salvage on out here. So that was good. That was really good. And yeah, I got me a kill mark up there. Only one, but I was in on multiple ships. So let's see here. We'll get some salvage in. That'll be good. The one I killed was you. Switch hit? Oh, really? I got a kill. All right. So ships are like ammo, buddy. Lock and load another one. Yes, this one is tanked to the max.
We answer the call. Ships are like ammo, you just reload another reckoning, the back another story told, and up again. Face to face.
The song's for you, Switch Hit.
Ships are like ammo, we never run dry. Lock and load, watch the stars fly by.
I have room for a good salvage. We'll see how much I can get here.
Change is the constant, loss is the norm. In PvP or stupidity, we brave the storm. You think it's gone, no time to cry. Just grab another hold and aim up high. Lock and load, it's time to roll. Unlock once more, let the cannons toll. In destruction's how we fry.
There we go. Kill mark.
We come alive. Shift like ammo, you just reload another reckon. The back another story told. Unlock again.
It looked grim when I came in. There was literally like 20 ships right there. Hostiles. We got them.
For every ship that's lost, there's another to claim. In the heat of the battle, we fan the flame. So don't look back, don't shed a tear. EVE Online, we know no fear. Ships are like ammo, you just reload another reckon. The back another story told, unlock again. Face the fight in the raging war, we born to ignite. Ships are like ammo, we never run dry. Lock and load, watch the stars fly by.
This is my looting. All right. Cat. About the cycle of destruction. Another good song.
Engines roar as metal burns, breakage drifts and twisted turns. Fire streaks across the endless black. I watch my hull collapse.
Here, let's pick up some corpses.
Through shattered glass, the stars remain, but I've already prepped another frame.
Left skins, yeah, good fight.
Back at the dock, set for flight from the
2 left skis, skins.
ready to fight another day. Ships are loaded, the rounds in the gun. One shot down, but I'm far from done. Mind up quick, engines flare into the fray without a care. Ships are back, but the town never run dry. Hit the throttle, feel the rush fly by. Another fight, another haul untrue. Plus torch of lasers, a random blast, but nothing in Eve is built to last. With wreckage floating on the horizon line, I don't reload, step back in time. Knuckles, white hands on the stick, undock now. The proof is good from the ashes of what's been destroyed. I launch again into the void. Ships are loaded, the ground's in the gun. One shot down, but I'm far from done. Undock quick, engines flare into the fray without a care. Ships are like bullets, sound never run dry. Hit the throttle, feel the rush, fly by. Steel streams
Oh, they're back on me.
way, but another ship waits to join the fray. No time to grieve, no need for rest. In this place, survival's just a test. Ships are loaded, their ground's in the gun. One shot down, but I'm far from done. Undock quick, engines flare into the fray without a care. Ships are like bullets, I'll never run dry. Hit the throttle, feel the rush fly by.
I'm gonna go. They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. I can't. They got me to where I can't hit anything. All right. All right. Well, let's just warp out of here.
Warp drive active.
I'll go repair up. All right.
Docking request denied.
Denied. How long do I have to wait? 7 seconds. Okay.
Docking request accepted.
Try and get back into the fight. Okay. There we go.
Warp drive.
This thing, by the way, is super tanky, if you didn't notice. 200,000 DHP. They're just a capsule left, and not that anymore either. All right, so there we go. Nice, nice. Okay. So all right, where are we headed to now? I don't know. I'm picking up all these corpses. There's a lot of corpses here. Do you think they would come at me again? I mean, they kind of waited around, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, well he's just sitting there by himself, just picking up corpses. Let's go get him." Right? So it kind of was. Where we're headed to next. Still a bit of salvage here. Salvage. That's my empire of you know, building rigs and everything. I didn't get any shots on that second one. I didn't get any shots on him. Wish I did. I didn't. All right, not bad. Action doesn't normally happen like that. Normally it's like we have to normally you're waiting quite a while to get any action and stuff. So yeah, not usually that that quick. So
Welcome to the Dragons.
J_Smith just followed.
thank you for the follow. Welcome. I just killed another one. I didn't even know the fleet was out someplace. I didn't say that they were. Right. Quit working this. Get my stuff back. See if I can find this fight.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Support to go days without a reply. Is that normal? It depends. There's priorities to them. They killed him. He's not in the list. There's nobody in the list here anymore, so they got the hostile in here. All right. And back. So, oh, that's kind of nice. Get some action real quick there. Dock this guy up.
Warp drive.
Drop off the additional corpses I just picked up and such. Picked up a little bit of salvage too.
Docking request accepted.
All right. Well, there's a few more corpses, and then a little bit more salvage. So, all right, and this ship lives to see another day. It's great. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, see you in the next episode.